Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening and thank you for tuning in here to the Breaking Ground. I'm Deepti Sachdeva. And today we'll put our focus on Siddaramaiah. Is Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, being unfairly targeted? Is MUDA really a scam? Or as the Congress alleges, this is just plain simple vendetta politics by the BJP. Is this an attempt to untopple Siddaramaiah's government? Is there really any corruption here? These are a lot of questions. Remember that a lot of people have asked. These are questions that have set the political narrative. On your screens right now are just three images that bring together the entire story, and we'll tell you what is the latest. Right in the center is Siddaramaiah's wife. Now, what has happened in the last few hours is pretty interesting. It's an important twist to the entire saga, because as long as there has been a conversation about a so-called MUDA scam, for the very first time, there is, some bit of action that comes in from Siddaramaiah's wife. She offers to return about 14 plots that were allotted by MUDA to the agency. The BJP said this is an admission of guilt, but Siddaramaiah says nothing doing. She did not speak to me before putting forward such a letter, and he says that she has been unfairly targeted, much like I'm being targeted, because the BJP is not happy with our government here. They want to destabilize our government. And on the extreme right are images of the investigative agency now that are at that very site where you have these plots that are under the radar right now. So this is a very, very important story. This also explains to us and talks about whether corruption, ladies and gentlemen, is still a talking point. Is Siddaramaiah corrupt, as you've seen the BJP alleging, or he right now is just become a victim of vendetta politics? Let's bring up the first 5 questions as we'll introduce the story, and these are questions we'll ask all our panel of guests. Joining us in a new twist, you have the Karnataka Chief Minister's wife, who offers to return the 14 MUDA allotted plots. The most important thing to ask, what happens next? Does this mean the scam, if at all there was any, is over? Or there is still a scam? This brings us to our second question. The BJP is asking that if giving back land absolves the Chief Minister. Imagine if you've committed a crime, the BJP says that you've usurped something, you return it back. Does this mean the crime never happened? That's the question the BJP is asking. They also say that this is an admission of guilt. We are asking, is that charge valid? This brings us to our third question now up on your screens. The Karnataka Chief Minister says his wife is a victim of politics of hate. She is unfairly being targeted by the entire BJP only and only to harass him. And that is why she decided to give up the land. Is that the truth? That's also a question we'll ask. This brings us to our next question. The Congress, remember, now has made it very, very clear that they are backing Siddaramaiah. They also say that this is plain, simple vendetta politics. This is an attempt to untopple his government in the state of Karnataka. Is that claim justified? Is there merit in that argument that they say? The most important question that again will set the larger tone and tenor: will Rahul Gandhi intervene? What does he think about the entire scam? Is there a scam or no scam according to Rahul Gandhi? The BJP says that the Congress government in the state of Karnataka is on a shaky ground. Is that true? Rahul Gandhi is busy campaigning in Haryana, but he's even concerned about what's going on in Karnataka. Clearly, these are questions that will have to be asked. And first up, I want you to take just about a minute, that is about 60 seconds, to listen in to what we've heard from Siddaramaiah all through this morning today, how he's defended himself and said, I have done nothing wrong.
What is my role? What is my role? There is no role of me. The entire ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ರೋಲ್ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮನನೊಂದು ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ I don't know on what grounds money laundering. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮನಿ ಲಾಂಡ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿಮಗೂ ಆಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವ್ರ ಕೇಸ್ಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಕೇಸ್ಗೂ ಬಹಳ ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಂದೇನು ಪಾತ್ರ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರು ಡಿನೋಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರು ಡಿನೋಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ನಾನೇನು ಡಿನೋಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ? ಅಥವಾ ನಂದೇನಾದ್ರು ಆದೇಶ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅಥವಾ ನಂದೇನಾದರೂ ಪತ್ರ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅಥವಾ ಮನಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ.
The chief minister is also asking that if this is a money laundering case, where is the money? He says, show me the money, because there is no money trail. That is, again, remember, his defense. But let's open up this entire story now. These are reactions that have come in, remember, both from the BJP and the Congress. The BJP says that this is reason enough for the chief minister to step down. The Congress hits back. They said, forget a resignation. This is about you, as in the BJP, misusing the central agencies.
Just because they have taken decision of surrendering the sites does not mean that, all the allegations against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and the family will wash out. He is bound to face the investigation. He should cooperate with the investigation.
Since a lot of water has been flown, FIR has been registered, inquiry is conducting, even ED has entered. At this stage, surrendering, it makes all the way that it's a proof that the allotment of 14 sites to his family was illegal.
Whatever BJP leaders want, ED will act. Now they are become the department of a BJP party. That is why within a day, when charges were filed against Siddaramaiah, ED took case. Clear political vendetta. We will face it legally and politically.
जो उनकी वॉशिंग मशीन में स्वेच्छा से नहीं जाएगा, जिसके पास कुछ छिपाने को है ही नहीं, उसको इस तरह से ये प्रताड़ित करते हैं, डराते हैं। हमारे सिद्धरामैया जी बहुत वरिष्ठ नेता हैं और पाक साफ है उनका दामन। उन्हें कोई घबराहट नहीं है, उन्हें कोई डर नहीं है। हम सब उनके साथ खड़े हैं।
So the Congress makes this very clear that we are standing with our chief minister. Then what is this fuss all about? And the larger issue of corruption, of propriety, or this is plain simple vendetta? Remember, these are the other talking points. Let's quickly introduce our panel of guests joining us. Dr. Sudha R Halkai is the BJP spokesperson. Prashanti GS is the JDS representative on the show. TR Prasad Gowda is a senior leader of the Congress with us. And Syed Asad Abbas is a political analyst. He's completing our panel. Sudha, let's begin by asking you, what is this fuss all about? Siddaramaiah says there is no money trail. The BJP can't digest the fact that there is a Congress Sarkar in Karnataka. One way or the other, you want to topple that Sarkar.
Deepti, let us not forget how Mr. Siddaramaiah is the habitual offender of the Constitution. Last term also, when he was the Chief Minister, he had completely abolished the Lokayukta, which had filed 106 cases against the Congress leaders, and only Siddaramaiah alone himself had 64 cases against him. So what he had tried, he tried to manage the investigation agencies. If he cannot manage them, he completely nailed them. So Lokayukta was completely nailed, and he came up with the Anti-Corruption Bureau. He gave birth to Anti-Corruption Bureau, which gave a B report, which comes under the state government again. So this is how he has been managing, and Indira Gandhi also has done the same thing. She had come up with the emergency, and completely she has abolished all the liberty of the media and all of the investigation agencies. This is the culture of the DNA of the Congress. We shouldn't forget that. And now you should see how day by day, how Mr. Siddaramaiah, consequently how he has done. First, the Honorable Governor had sent a show cause notice. It was rejected. Then again, the Deputy Chief Minister rejected the show cause notice. When again they asked for the prosecution, they put a writ petition in the High Court. And where the Honorable Judge of the High Court, he has very well given a clear-cut verdict of more than 200 pages that what irregularities have been done in the MUDA case, and the investigation should go on. Then again, they speak on the judgment is biased. They get the governor on the streets, they maximum what insult they can do for the constitution, for the governor, everything they have done.
But Sudha, the charge is that the agencies and everything is controlled by the BJP. So because Siddaramaiah hasn't cracked under pressure, you are targeting him unfairly and you're dragging in his wife also.
Deepti, the matter of fact is that although Lokayukta is there, the police under the Lokayukta come under the state government, that is again under the chief minister. So how do you expect the police to perform their duty through the court and be fair enough when the case is absolutely against the chief minister?
Okay, let's get Mr. Gowda to respond to that charge. Mr. Gowda, is there merit in the argument the BJP is holding? What about propriety? What about morality? If someone has nothing to hide, why should anyone worry is the question that is being asked of you.
Madam, actually here the BJP as a party, they only try to topple the Siddaramaiah ji government and without any though Siddaramaiah ji indulged in any sort of misdeeds or anything, they are trying to fix him.
By saying so, they are insulting the judgment given by the High Court here now.
One second. There was no.
No, by saying so, you
Who's
are
trying to fix it?
stop,
Mr.
madam.
Gowda, Mr. Gowda, who's trying to fix Siddaramaiah and how? Are you saying all these documents that are in the public domain are fake, sir?
Yeah, this central government,
The document very much speaks
BJP,
about it.
madam, ask her to stop.
Yes.
Ask her to stop.
So that we listen to
because
Mr. Gowda,
my
then you can
statements are
reply.
very much
Yes.
valid.
Go on, sir.
Then after that, let them talk. Let
Yes,
them
go
talk.
on, please.
See, I am talking on behalf of my chief minister. I need to be very careful while making my statements. So, our Siddaramaiah ji is not into all these things. There is no correspondence of letters. There is no nothing, and it was the land given by Madam Mrs. Siddaramaiah's brother, and now Madam, after all these things, she felt very bad. That is also she surrendering back to the MUDA and without asking anything, expecting anything back from MUDA also.
Okay.
This is and that doesn't mean that BJP should not take an opportunity to tell that they have done the mistake. That is why they are returning back. And she is the lady, and she was with Siddaramaiah ji. She saw his political life from past 40 years. For last 40 years, she stood by with him, and a very clean political scenario of Siddaramaiah ji. So that is the reason she gave it back. That doesn't mean that Siddaramaiah ji done. There is nothing, no proof is there to substantiate this BJP trying to do giving all false misdeeds. That is why I'm
you're
telling
saying,
you,
Mr. Gowda, all this is false.
BJP,
You know, there is one of our viewers. There's one of our viewers.
All this is utterly false,
she's written
baseless.
something that I want to ask you before I get in both Prashanti and also Abbas into the conversation. She's asking that tomorrow if Vijay Mallya returns all the money that he owes to the bank, will we believe and will we assume he's committed no crime?
Madam, even though she assumed that she did not return the sites also, there is no crime at all. There is no misdeed from the family. But what's happening, all these things, that is why she felt very bad, because for her money is not a criteria. She don't want.
Okay, so you're essentially saying that she just felt bad and she thought that this is unnecessarily creating a controversy, so might as well return this land back.
Correct.
Now, Prashanti,
Yes.
you represent
Yes,
the JDS on the show. How do you see this?
Yes.
Do you see this as an admission of guilt, as the BJP has been alleging, or you agree with what the Congress is saying, that she does not want to be dragged into this controversy?
No, definitely, they are guilty of doing it because see all this while Siddaramaiah was saying, no, I haven't done it. Why should I return it back? It is not theft or I have paid for it, and I'm asking for 14 sites. Where is it? I've done nothing wrong in it, and I will never ever give it back. This is what he was standing for all this while. But now, after ED probing them, when ED started probing, until Lokayukta, they were like, okay, it's Lokayukta, because we don't have any trust in Lokayukta anymore now, because our, the social activist Pradeep Kumar, when he went to Lokayukta police station just to file an FIR, against Siddaramaiah, the Lokayukta police team were not present, and they did not, the endorsement copy, we had to fight, we had to protest for an endorsement copy.
Okay, now Mr. Gowda, you must extend her the same courtesy, sir. You must let her complete her point, then you can counter her, please. Like you said, it's an important story. Let's hear everyone out.
Okay. After that, I will.
Okay, here really shows that the Lokayukta is not not against Siddaramaiah. I mean, they're completely against the other parties like BJP and the social activists and everybody, because there is something hand in gloves going on between Siddaramaiah and the Lokayukta as of now. The Lokayukta before, before the ACB coming into picture in Congress, because Siddaramaiah bought ACB, he tried to weaken the Lokayukta, and now he has brought ACB. This has to be noted, because after bringing ACB, he is playing with ACB and SITs, but Lokayukta is being weakened as of now.
Okay,
And,
these are strong charges. These are strong charges that you're leveling, that the Lokayukta, the ACB is getting weakened. Now, Syed Asad Abbas, as someone who's an independent political commentator, now, what is this story all about? Is this story really about political vendetta, as the Congress wants us to believe, or this is really about hardcore corruption, and hence it should just be about corruption?
It is absolutely a story of political vendetta. Whenever there is a non-BJP state where there is a ruling chief minister from any of the party, be it the Congress, be it Hemant Soren's party, or even Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party, the Bharatiya Janata Party has mastered the art of using Enforcement Directorate and the CBI. As a matter of fact, even the CBI was called the cage parrot quite recently from the Supreme Court. Now coming to the merits of the case, where is the paper trail? Where is the money laundering? Nothing, absolutely nothing. There is a wife who is saying she's willing to return back all of it.
Abbas, why were these plots returned?
Is the value of the compensatory?
Now, can I be allowed to?
Yes, Abbas.
Ma'am, I have come too late into the debate, Sudhaji. Kindly allow me to please complete my point.
Yes.
Also, as a matter of fact, I see my good friends of the BJP asking for a resignation of Siddaramaiah on the basis comparing him to a B.S. Yediyurappa, the BJP chief minister back then. Respected ma'am, do you even know when did BJP chief minister Yediyurappa resign? 2011 January, the case was filed. It took him not 1, not 2, but 9 months to resign, only after a Lokayukta probed inquiry with 1,000 backed paged evidence. It took him that much to resign.
So are you saying the current Karnataka chief minister can also take that much of time, Abbas, to put in his resignation? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is now that my friends of the BJP and JDS are casting aspersions on the Lokayukta, they need to recall it was the same Lokayukta when Yediyurappa was the chief minister. The same Lokayukta worked free and fair and got him to the case and made him resign, and the case was on. So therefore, they need to have faith in the Karnataka Lokayukta, which is a free and fair body of investigation and highly qualified
Abbas,
police
it is like you have the Congress and the entire India alliance that says, the agencies are compromised, the Enforcement Directorate you allege is compromised, the CBI is compromised. Much like you have both the BJP and the JDS who are casting aspersions on the state agencies. But the point is, Mr. Gowda, I mean, from a voter's perspective, had anyone else been involved in this even whiff of a scam, someone would have been behind bars already. There would have been action already. You agree, sir?
It's very interesting to see that any kind
Mr.
of
Gowda.
action to be taken. The fact of the matter is, only non-BJP states are hit by CBI, ED, IT, none of the rulings.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Gowda, that question is for you,
madam.
sir.
Is this question to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you please repeat the question?
I'm saying, had this been an Aam Aadmi instead of anyone else, who has political links, political affiliations, and this whiff of a scam, that person would have been behind bars.
See, case here in Karnataka is totally different. And here Siddaramaiah ji, our chief minister, have not done even an inch of a small misdeed also. And during the time of Bommai, chief minister, these sites were allotted. And MUDA in president also from the BJP. It was allotted by chief minister, BJP chief minister and BJP president.
Okay.
And there was no letter correspondence at all. And there was no and there was no intervention of Siddaramaiah ji in this. And because Mallikarjun Swamy, Siddaramaiah ji brother-in-law, gifted this land to Madam.
Okay, you're saying this was just a gift. I see both the BJP and the JDS quickly want to respond. I've run out of time. But Sudha, quickly take 10 seconds to respond to this. Sudha.
Let us not forget that during 2004 to 2024, once Mr. Siddaramaiah was the chief minister, twice he was the deputy chief minister, and twice he was the LOP, holding a very strong portfolios in Karnataka. And my question is, why did Bhairathi Suresh use the whitener in these papers? What was the necessity for him to use the whitener? And why did they close the open consent to the CBI immediately before the MUDA cases they were supposed to intervene with the MUDA case? And now ED has come, they have surrendered the plots. If the thief surrenders the valuables when the case is going on, will he be let free? This is absolutely theft of property, and this is absolute betrayal to the backward classes in Karnataka.
Okay, so the BJP continues to say this is a betrayal of the backward classes. The chief minister needs to go. The Congress says absolutely not. We are standing with our chief minister. We'll track what happens next on that story. Only for what of time. Mr. Gowda, Abbas, and both ladies, thank you so much for speaking to us. We quickly head into a break. On the other side, we are coming back with more.